Abundance of information creates scarce conclusions. I so for, so I came up with that sentence because I realized that I have so much knowledge. I read a lot of books, even the kind of sloppy self-improvement books. I read all of that literature, and I have some decent kind of knowledge and little less wisdom on what should I kind of do. How should I like be moving in my life? And I've read this. There's some a monk from the region right out here. He said, I'm going to paraphrase this. Some people need enough knowledge to like make a bread, while some need a little bit, a lot more. And that's one of the things that I like the most. That's one of the quotes that I like. That made me kind of came up with this thought. And I even read in the Apostles, there in the Acts 28 chapter through verse, in the verse 25-28, I think it is, even with the superior mind, humans still manage to wander the world like rabbits because of their ignorance and hesitation. Because it's the same story of Jesus. Like Jesus did all of these miracles, had all of these stories, parables, and he did all of these things, and people still didn't believe. They judged him to death. Isn't that kind of sad? When someone is preaching something good, when someone is trying to provide something with a good intention, someone else with their ignorance and their ignorance and their selfishness will just shut him off. Yeah, the camera just died, the phone died, and I have to rely on this. So basically, as I said, most people are going to believe it that there is a problem. There's a problem that what was I even saying to begin with? Well, some people, it won't fit their kind of identity, their beliefs, as we previously talked about that, and it won't fit someone else's intentive narrative, which is the kind of things that he should that the individual is striving to, thugging it out, the art of thugging it out. Like, for example, I have the goal of getting successful, to prevent getting replaced by an AI, to not find a job, but to kind of take money to take money from other people for services that I can provide for them instead of actually getting a job. But that bends the beliefs of the brainwashed generation of my parents, and they kind of don't get it, And even if there's this person, he's called Yuri Benzimov. He's the ex-KGB KGB guy. He gave an interview in America in 1984. He said, and even if I shower him, if I give him enough information about why he won't still believe, because that's the thing that he was demoralized. He talked about 4 stages of subduing the enemy ideologically. He said it's demoralization, first step, destabilization. So demoralization, it takes 2 to 3 generations of people to actually destabilize the nation. That's kind of with the kind of literature, the science, the culture. Everything needs to shift. So so for the individual to be demoralized, it takes like 2 to 3 generations. It can maybe like be even 100 years or even more. Then you have the destabilization. That's when the economy system, foreign relations, and military defense is weakened. Then you have a crisis, like he mentioned, the Czechoslovakia and the Czechoslovakia in 1964, when they revolted against the Soviet Union at the time. And you have the normalization, which lasts indefinitely, and indefinitely lasts until there's another stage of demoralization, and that cycle kind of goes back and forward. It's a recurring cycle, repeating cycle. And but most of the countries are now subdued, and there's now last the fourth stage, which is the normalization, which I just mentioned. And yeah, he said even if I shower him, as I firstly said, he won't believe, he won't trust, because that is they're just ignorant enough. They won't they're not open-minded. Most people are narrow-minded today, and that's the kind of mental obstacle that 90% of people have, if not more. That's why most of the times, people not improve. They stagnate in life. They stay in the same place, and others treat them like cattle. And yeah, when you are open-minded, as I mentioned, you are like me. You are open to kind of record. I didn't even imagine, like 3 years before, I didn't imagine I will record a video on the bank of the river. But I am doing it right now because I'm open-minded for virtue's sake, for Jesus Christ, for Holy Spirit, for the Father, the Holy Father, for Adonai, who I'm open for kind of improve, to get my mind to prosper my material existence. That was beautiful said. Thank you for watching. I want to end it right here. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you. Peace.